There are different kinds of tourism that have gained popularity in the world: medical tourism, ecotourism, religious wellness, and cultural tourism. But there was a time in the 90s when a dark, criminal type of tourism unfolded thousands of miles away during the Bosnian War. A kind of criminal activity that has several countries across the world shocked and diving deep into investigations to find out who was involved. This story is about sniper tourism. The place we are talking about is Sarajevo, which today is the capital of Bosnia and Herzegovina. During the bloody period of the Bosnian War from 1992 to 1996, Sarajevo was a besieged town surrounded by Bosnian Serb troops. But the incident under spotlight today is not about the war crimes committed or the trial and justice in court of international law. It is about a series of heinous criminal acts that went unnoticed for decades after the war. Acts in which rich people from across the world paid vast sums of money to come to Sarajevo and shoot at civilians for sport. Women, children, elderly, men, there was no exception. It wasn't until the year 2022 when journalist and novelist Ezio Gavazzeni saw a documentary called Sarajevo Safari by a Slovenian director that he began to dig further for details. In February 2025, the journalist submitted a 17-page document, which also included a report by former Sarajevo Mayor Benjamin Karic. It is from here that a Pandora's box was thrust open on the massacre in the Bosnian capital that civilians participated in. So far, several reports and an ongoing multi-country probe has revealed that individuals from US, Russia, and several European countries like Italy would pay vast amounts as high as 100,000 euros worth in current value to the Bosnian Serb troops. These troops would then take the said civilians to a strategic location from where the foreigners would shoot at civilians, innocent people present at or walking through the city's main boulevard. Eventually, this boulevard became to be known as the Sniper Alley. It was already dangerous during the war, as snipers and artillery fire would regularly target the area. But the details coming out now reveal that it wasn't just enemy troops. According to the investigative journalist, the troops offered a price list for the killings. The highest price was for killing a child, which was followed by men and women on the list. The elderly allegedly could be killed for free. Gavazzeni's complaint cited a witness who said that there are a total of 3 Italian men linked to sniper tourism from the cities of Turin, Milan, and Trieste. During the Bosnian War, these 3 men met in the city of Trieste, from where they went to Belgrade, which is Serbia's capital today. From Belgrade, Bosnian troops escorted them to a hilly landscape overlooking Sarajevo. And that is the spot from where these foreigners hunted humans. This complaint opened the floodgates to investigation in Italy in November last year. Authorities are probing 2 people, including an 80-year-old unidentified man, for being a part of a trip to Sarajevo to aim and kill civilians. They are being investigated on murder charges. The reason why we're discussing this story now is because more countries are investigating the matter and finding accused individuals who are linked to this human hunting safari. Since journalist Ezio Gavazzeni's complaint to Milan's authorities, more have dug into the case and interviewed former Bosnian Serb soldiers. In April, a Croatian journalist by the name of Domagoj Margetic released a book on the incident, in which he has interviewed a Bosnian Serb major. The book also mentions that an Austrian national, who is likely an aristocrat, also participated in these paid killing tours. And that put Austria on the list, where authorities almost immediately launched an investigation against not one, but two of its nationals just last month. Austria's Justice Ministry issued a statement saying that officials began the probe on April 25th this year against two individuals that they did not name, and also a hunt for a third individual who is still unidentified. But the ministry also said that this investigation was not triggered by journalists' investigations. Rather, it was an internal source in Austria itself. Almost 30 years after the war ended and Bosnia gained independence from then Yugoslavia, these incidents are slowly seeing the light of day. But their mention did not first occur in the documentary. It was much before that. Back in 2007, a case was underway at the International Criminal Tribunal for the former Yugoslavia to try Dragomir Milosevic, the commander of the Bosnian Serb forces. During those proceedings, a former US Marine by the name of John Jordan testified at the tribunal about tourist shooters in the hills of Sarajevo. He testified to have seen individuals who were not locals, who carried hunting rifles. This was the first big statement which gave gravity to a dark incident that many treated like folklore until that point. But the trial proceedings and sentencing of the Bosnian Serb forces commander overshadowed this critical testimony by a former US Marine who then served as a volunteer in Sarajevo. Now, after all these years of intelligence agencies keeping this a secret, the details are slowly trickling out. It has given hope to survivors for some semblance of justice. But it has also shed light on some very unsettling traits that humans can possess and who they become in circumstances like these. That war kills thousands of innocents is bad enough, but for someone to make it a tourist activity, to kill for fun, that is a level of true crime far beyond what even fictional stories and urban legends talk about.